Okay, Coach, coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another 1st down.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And the ball is knocked out.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
40's Mike, 40's Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen. 40's Mike, 40's Mike. Pick it up, pick it up.
On 3rd and 2, Franklin flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hey, echo.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Now a carry by the 3rd-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 18.
He was brought down by Trey Flowers. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 18-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, deep, man up, deep.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Check 3, check 3.
Here's Justin Jackson, second-year man out of Northwestern. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Hey, nice 7. Switch. 180.
On second down, Eckler. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
They give to Benjamin on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. Badgley's kick is good. Badgley hit from 59 in his rookie season. This one not quite as long, but he shows off that big leg by hitting another from distance. After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They trailed 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, first and 10. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on first and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On second down, Johnson. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Set. 180. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. A good chunk of those yards came after contact, and that's an area where he's really starting to excel as a running back.
It felt like he was doing a drill that running backs have to perform all the time, especially in pads, called a gauntlet drill.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. The 30, past the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Come on,
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. 2nd and 6. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. There he goes left side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6. Charger TD. Badgley on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. Stafford here coming off his pick 6. This one caught by Davis. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And now the ball's out. Fumbled near midfield. And picked up by the Chargers. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
On second down, here's Smith. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. A reminder reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Back to throw, Stafford. Flush to his right. And Amendola with a catch. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Zebra! Protein spill! 40 got! 52!
Out of the gun, Stafford. Amendola's got it, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Stafford now 4 of 5 since coming on. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And it's caught here, Amendola. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
20. Hey, box truck.
Stafford looks to throw again. This complete to Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Set. 250. 49. Drill right. 22. 49, guys. Mike. Hey, Alpha.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. That's Thomas Davis on the sack. Came in the league way back in 2005. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down. They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that pass is going to be intercepted by the All-Pro DB Desmond King. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? That instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
2nd and 6 at the 10-yard line.
All right, 190. 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Rivers to throw this time. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's Ty Long now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime
Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Stafford on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford complete. Smith has it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. A give to Smith out of the gun. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Get a lady! Get a lady!
Let's get off the field. Let's get up.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. Again, it's Johnson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. On the sneak, it's Stafford. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know they didn't get it, but I kind of like the call. 2nd and inches, go right to the quarterback sneak. Normally, that should be executed better, shouldn't it?
I'm going to disagree with you. I don't like the call.
You don't like that?
That's just because they didn't get it, though.
Oh, okay.
Hindsight's 2020.
2020 and never defeated.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit, as his guys are in for 6. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. That was quite the call down around the goal line on 4th and goal.
Yeah, they fake the run, pull it out, throw it. And as a defense, I've been in that spot before, and we see it all the time. You almost have to overcommit against the run. You have to almost sell out and say, they're going to run it, go make a play. They got fooled on that one.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a very good return, but a penalty marker is down. I'm not sure what this is going to be. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A gain of 21 yards.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage. And that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the red zone now, Rivers. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
40's mine. I'm coming.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. Open space inside the 10. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Jackson, his first touchdown of the new season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 2nd and 10, Stafford again. He hits Jermaine Kearse. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. On first down, Stafford here.
They sure put the coverage on.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Thomas Davis able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. He finds an opening past the 40. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Go.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Thomas Davis getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Being chased out left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. A first down carry for Smith. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They go back to the ground with Smith. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, These pants make me look fat, and we said, nah, man.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. So now Stafford will bring up the Lions, and they'll go for 2. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, did the Lions get it? Yes, they recover. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Watch twins. Hey, wahoo!
3rd and long. It's Stafford. Got a man, it's Amendola. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12. At the 45-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, it's Stafford. Buying time to his left. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost
and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
51's the mark. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
Rivers here to throw. He's going to look for Allen now. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his second touchdown on the season. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Let's go, baby.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but nowhere to go here. He lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was.
In trouble. It's loose. The ball bouncing around, and it's going to go out of the back of the end zone, so that is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Here's Jackson to return. The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
A good pickup there, a 22. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Throwing here, Rivers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Intended for Austin Eckler. It's now 2nd and
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Wait, 80 hot.
51 Mike.
Hey, Charlie.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
To throw again. Rivers. This is caught by Williams. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 43. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Set. Black 15.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Hey, Delta.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Done.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.